From the front line of truth, where courage meets convictions, this is The Conservative Viewpoint.
Good evening and welcome back to the Conservative Viewpoint. It's Monday night and this is your weekend wrap-up show. We're here to cut through the noise, dismantle the deceptions, and give you the unvarnished truth about what's happening in this country. I'm your host, Charlie, the Country Conservative. And look, before we dive into the firestorm that was the last several days, I need to take a quick moment and to thank everyone who reached out to me, who wished me well wishes, and who checked in on me after I broke my foot. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. Your support is humbling, and honestly, it's what fuels this show. I had to take a little break, no pun intended, but tonight we're back, we are live, and we are ready to make some serious noise. Because, ladies and gentlemen, while I was sitting on the sidelines, the state of our union only deteriorated, and the time for civility is officially over. We have to talk about the escalating, the terrifying wave of new violence sweeping across America's cities. And let's be crystal clear about where the responsibility lies. It's time to call out the left's incessant, violent rhetoric that tears down our institution, vilifies our police, and leaves a gaping void of morality in our communities. They are pouring gasoline on the fire of societal breakdown, and they seem surprised when the flame gets too hot. And what is the predictable reaction? They pivot immediately and try to hang all this chaos, these horrific acts committed by generally troubled and sometimes mentally deranged individuals. And they try to hang it on President Trump. They manufacture this crisis, they cheer on the disorder, and then they demand that the conservatives that they despise must somehow be responsible for cleaning up the very crazy mental people that they themselves have been enabling and encouraging. We'll dissect the staggering display of blame shifting tonight. But that's not all. Oh, no, friends. We have a massive story brewing tonight involving the dark money, the elite connection, and the continuing nauseating saga of Jeffrey Epstein. And I have been following the bread and crumbs, and tonight we are dropping a bombshell directly tied to the Department of Justice that shows just how deep the rock goes and who's exactly trying to keep this Pandora box sealed. You won't want to miss the names we'll be talking about. And finally, we'll dive into the critical updates on the massive necessary operation we've all been demanding, the illegal criminal roundup happening across this country. We'll look at the effectiveness, the resistance of the sanctuary cities, and what it truly means to restore the rule of law on our borders and in our streets. This is about national sovereignty, and it is long past due. This is the weekend wrap-up, and it's packed with firepower, facts, and the perspective you simply won't hear anywhere else. So grab your coffee, secure your headsets, and let's not put this off any longer. It's Monday night. It's the Conservative Viewpoint. Let's get this show started. Hi, everyone. Welcome. I know that was a lot to handle, wasn't it? Oh, guys, welcome. Thank you for coming back again. Sorry about the little bit of a delay, guys. So if I'm still seeing a little bit out of it, bear with me. My foot really hurts. Yeah, sir, Bob, but I couldn't put it off any longer. I hobbled my ass down those steps and got down here to the studio so we can get this going, because a lot's going on. It's just crazy, the stuff that's been going on since I took off from last Tuesday. So, but I'm still having a lot of pain. And thank you for everyone that reached out to me and asked about how I was feeling and stuff. I really do appreciate it. The break was worse than what I thought it was. And it didn't do my back any good when I fell. So I think I messed something up in it too. And so I'll find out on Friday. Well, not really. When I tell my surgeon, because I had my MRI done on my back prior to me falling. So we'll find out what's happening with that and see what he wants to do about this. So I am in my boot, and I don't know if I can get it up there or not, but here it is. There it is. There's my boot. Oh, right there. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I don't bend like that. I'm too old for that stuff. But yes, I'm in that boot. I'm not allowed to walk on it unless I have it in there, because when the surgeon looked at the x-ray, when I actually broke it, I broke it on the 5th metatarsal, and it broke sideways, and actually the top of the bone slipped down. So she left it up to me, either have surgery and be off longer or let it try to heal by itself. And she warned me, if I don't leave the boot on, I got to have surgery anyway. So it'll take, when I go back in 3 weeks, I have to get another x-ray to see if it's healing right, and we'll go from there too. So a lot going on. Like I said, guys, thank you for tuning in tonight. Anyone new to the show, welcome. I'm loving having you. Like I said, a lot going on. I'm going to give some shout outs right now so we can get busy. I got to fill a whole, a bunch of stuff here. So let's give a shout out. We got Rumble over here. We've got Facebook. We got YouTube. We got Twitch. We got X, which nobody in there. Surprise, surprise. We got a lot going on. We got Kick over here. I can't tell if anybody's on there or not, but we got Getter right over here. Let's see who's topping the charts off tonight. Let's see. It's Radical, right? Sean, what's happening, man? And whoever, I can't remember who won last week's drawing. Not last week, but the week before. I'm sorry, I did not get it put out into the mail yet. It's in my truck. I have not been in the way to get to the mailbox right now. I'm not allowed to drive. So I will get it out to you. If I can't remember, I think it was Sean. I can't remember, but I think it was. But I will get it out to you. I promise. It's in my truck, already packed up, and it's ready to get to you. So bear with me until I get to there. So there's Shell. Hi, Shell. I'm doing, Shell. That's about it. And who else we got down here? We got Texas John. What's happening? We got Conrad. What's going on, Conrad? We got a lot going on here, guys. Let's keep going down here. Make sure everybody gets noticed, guys. Thank you for coming back to me after this long break. I appreciate it. Now we're going to head down south over here to Wimpkin and check out the Wimpkin Warriors. We got Lee. What up, Lee? We got Tim. Tim, Fixer. What's happening, guys? There's Texas Tammy. Right there she is. What's happening? John M. What's happening? Guys, what's going on? Colin from Scotland. What's happening, man? Glad to see you guys. There's Pat. Pat, everybody. Pat is here. Pat's everybody. Here is Pat. What's going on? Did the doctor fix the crack in your ass too? She tried to seal it shut, but I just blew that right open there, Fix. That's a good one right there, man. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me tonight. And what do we got here? We got is that one of those spam thingies over there? There's Becky. Becky in Facebook. What's happening, Becky? Country would like more viewers. Let's make you popular. Well, make me popular, and we'll see. We'll talk on there and Kick right there. All right, guys, let's get busy because we got a lot going on. A lot. I'm telling you what. Can we call you a hobbit now? Yes, sir, Bob. You can, Lee, because I'm hobbling around like you would not believe. I finally got out the first time today. Marianne. There is Marianne, everyone. Marianne is in the house. Right there she is. Oh, yes. I finally got out to see my chickens for the first time today. And what I have to do, I got to clean their coops. Oh, yeah. I wrapped a baggie around my boot and went down in there and got that taken care of. So Got a lot to go over, guys. So let's get busy because we're going to have a lot to go over here tonight. So welcome to the show anyways, guys. And hey, I want to put up something. Don't forget we got found the Forgotten Flag Foundation. There is a QR code right there. And if you have not done it yet, it's a great organization, great charity. You can scan your cell phones right there, take a picture or whatever, you go scan it. Go to their site, check them out. Don't forget to donate whatever you guys can. Great thing. He sent me some stuff today, the president of the foundation, and I'm not going to be able to make it anywhere for like 3 to 4 weeks until the doctor releases me out of this damn boot. So I'm not allowed to drive anywhere, so I have to depend on. So one of my vacations is shut to hell coming up in October, so I have to heal up for my vacation in November to Aruba so I can go there because that is important right there. So, hey, Vic, there's Vic. I'm in Vixen 29, guys. She had a great show tonight. She got booted out of Wimpkin, so she wasn't in there. She was in X and Rumble and everywhere else she goes. And if you guys want to check her out, check it out. Type in Violent Vixen 29. Check out Rebel Chick with a Cause. Great show. Check her out, guys. You see me, you can see her definitely. I gotta bring that back up. I hope I kept that, Conrad. I'm not sure if I did or not. Let me look here real quick and see if I kept this truck in here or not. Where's my other stuff here? There's other stuff. I hope I probably didn't keep it. Let me see if I can find this truck. I thought I kept it, but obviously I did not. I moved some stuff around trying to clear out my stuff, and I lost a lot of stuff, but I'll have to get the truck again and show you guys the truck for Forgotten Flag Foundation. Oh, hey, wait a minute. Here we go. Okay, here I got it. There it is. Check that truck out. Is that not the baddest truck you've ever seen right there, guys? The ForgottenFlagFoundation.org, guys. If you can't scan that, that's what it is. ForgottenFlagFoundation.org. Please go to the site. Donate whatever you can. $5, $1, $2. It don't matter. Every penny helps them, guys, keep this going and to make sure people know how to respect the flag and how to take care of the flag and how to get rid of the flag once it's shredded and stuff. So please do it, guys. It's an awesome truck right there. I love that truck. It's freaking great. Let me go down there. Oh, Gabby girl is here. What's up, Gabby? I haven't seen her for a while. All right, Dale. What's happening, Dale? There's Dale. Mark from the UK, Staffordshire, England. Oh, yes, sir. Right there he is, guys. Welcome, everybody. You just made it because we're going to get busy right now, guys. I did not miss anyone, so we're going to get busy. We're going to get going because we got a lot to cover. So there it is. I'm going to leave that up for a little while. Then I'm going to put my YouTube thing up, my QR code. Oh, yeah, this is something new that StreamYard started, so I'm going to use it while I'm here. So, all right, here we go, guys. Let's get busy. We're going to start off with YouTube. Agrees to pay President Trump $24.5 million settlement over his 2021 suspension of his account. This is the third place that social media site that has to pay Trump for banning him stuff. So he also got $25 million from Meta, and he also got $10 million from X for them banning him. I wish they'd give it to us for banning us. I want $24 million for being banned. So where the hell's that at, man? Isn't that wouldn't be fair? Would that be fair? I think that would be fair. But that's called election interference is what they did. That's why he's getting all this money. He's got like $60 million, guys. Well worth it. They shouldn't be censoring everybody like this. And that's what they've done. All right. We're going to keep going, make sure I didn't miss anything here. But now Georgia thinks because they were going to, what the shit? Hold on, guys. I just got screwed over here on Wimpkin. This pisses me off to no end. I have to reset this, guys, so give me 1 second. And I have to Go to edit. And I've got to wipe one of these out here. Remove this stream. Yeah, this is what happens every time you turn around. Let me put this stuff in real quick here. It'll only take me a couple seconds here, guys. Sorry about this again. We just got busy, and it just went off. KIN. Okay, here we go. Add this. Go down here. Save this, and we're going to get busy again here, guys. I hate when that does that. Let's hope that them guys, everybody will come back in there because I lost everything. Vic's over in Rumble over there. And once it goes up live, we're going to get busy. But there it is right there. This is what happens every time you turn around. There's an issue. And I hope everyone comes back. Now we're going to get into Georgia. Remember how they were persecuting him and indicting him on false allegations and everything? Well, the Georgia Senate seat is a Republican one, secures the Georgia Senate seat with a major win. It gives the GOP a big majority in Georgia. Now let's see if they indict Miss Piggy herself and see what happens with that. So we'll see what happens when these guys come back in Wimpkin here, guys. I hope they come back. All right, here we go. We're getting into Epstein. Senior DOJ Epstein investigator reveals Epstein was CIA. Confirms rapes occurred while Bill Clinton was on the plane. Now listen to this. The senior justice investigator Glenn Prager reveals that Jeffrey Epstein was CIA and confirmed that rapes occurred while Bill Clinton was on the private plane. The O'Keefe Media Group on Wednesday released audio of Prager's discussing the DOJ's investigation into Epstein. Sorry, Shell. I deleted that. I'll have to find it again to find it. But Prager served as an investigator over sensitive investigations involving the FBI, DEA, Bureau of Prisons, U.S. Marshal Service, ATF, and the U.S. Attorney's Office. Prager was overheard at a Phoenix airport dropping Epstein's bombshells. He said, I've interviewed all the victims. There's never been an instant where Trump was on a plane where these kids and the rapes occurred. Never. So what the Democrats tell you, never believe a damn word they say. But they can't be said, that can't be said for Clinton. And it can't be said for others, Prager said, was overheard saying at a Phoenix airport while the Clintons were on the plane, while Bill Clinton was on the plane, there were rapes that occurred. So this is the stuff that we've known that somebody was near this stuff. And this is the pedophiles. And now we know rapists and everything that was on this island, that was on that plane while these acts were happening. That, hi, guys, everybody, thank you for coming back. It was messed up. CIA equals Mossad. There you go, Fix. So this is the stuff that's been going on. And I'm an American first and only constitutionalist. There you go, Vic, right there. So this is the stuff that's been happening. And this Prager, the investigator, said he was caught, but he kept saying that it was a private conversation. No, it's a conversation that needed to be put out there. He said, I was approached in what I believe was a casual, non-professional contact, and I later learned that the individual was misrepresenting themselves, thinking it was simply a personal banter. Doesn't matter what it is. Shouldn't have said it if it wasn't true. If it was true, you should have put it out there, and they should have arrested him. So with that being said, the dude's an investigator. They need to be arresting Bill Clinton and everyone that's behind the cover-up. As simple as that. All right, moving on. Let's keep going. Like I said, we got a bunch of stuff here, guys. I will keep looking for your comments and stuff. So I do want to hear what you guys have to think. I am too, Tammy. All right, let's keep going here. But Trump promises more charges against foes after Comey indictment. Now, these people sit there, and the Democrats and these dumbass liberals want to sit there, and Trump's going after his enemies. Well, no shit, Sherlock. You persecuted him falsely on everything. Russia collusion was the biggest one. Then you persecuted him on lies with New York and Georgia and everywhere. And you tried to get him on lies. You got the FBI lie in the Pfizer courts to illegally raid his Mar-a-Lago home, plant evidence in his Mar-a-Lago home, which already been come out, guys. So if you idiot liberals, anybody in here can go in there and check it out, and you'll find that that's what they did. They took pages, and we all know it, that showed FBI, it showed classified material that was not there. They planted those there just for photo ops. So that alone right there should have every one of those agents that were there knowing why. And why would you send DC agents down to Florida when you have Florida agents? So much wrong with all this, guys. It's unbelievable. Oh, I drink a lot of water, Shell. I drink about a gallon a day. Thank you. All right, what's next? What's on? Trump administration official physically assaulted at the UN by a deranged leftist. It never, ever ends with these people. That's all that this is about. They push in their fake narratives, their violence, and everything. They're causing every one of the problems with the shootings and everything that's going on here lately is caused by all this. When is our government going to start cracking down on mental illness? They're not doing a damn thing to curtail any of this, and that's where they need to start. Then you start arresting these Democrats for running their mouths and their violent rhetoric. And of course, once again, all you hear is them sitting there saying, well, this is what the Republicans are doing. Their violent rhetoric needs to change. They're not going to stop. No. And then what did I hear the other day? And I think, and I don't have videos tonight because I have so much, guys. But I would think it was CNN saying, well, why is Trump trying to stop the violent rhetoric? What the hell's he got to stop it for? The Democrats have caused this. The Democrats have started the mental people on committing these crimes. What's he has to fix what the Democrats have done? Well, what does he do? He needs to arrest these people. He needs to arrest the Democrats. He needs to start putting these people in jail for doing that. This is why he was attempted assassinations against him twice, because of them. So I would call that contract assassination, wouldn't you? So every one of them that spoke this violent rhetoric, every single Democrat out there needs to be arrested. And they need to be perp walked and everything. And get it done. Get their mugshots taken and everything. Even if you don't get a conviction, perp them. Make them get their mugshot, their fingerprints, and show them how you're being disgraced. Just like they did to him. CBD. Yeah, that sounds good, Conrad, right there. They're getting paid. They do not realize what they're doing. Exactly, Shell. Excuse me. It would end of everyone exercises their Second Amendment right. You damn right there, Gab. Exactly. Terrorism. That would be the best part about it. Every single one of them. Didn't the Democrats bring up here, guys, about domestic terrorism? This is what's going on right now. Oh, yeah, there's so much going on. Thank you, Pat. Now, you got to keep watching this, guys. It's crazy. All right, DHS launching a whole of government operation to combat anti-ICE activity. And have you watched everything, guys? And I know it's been a long day, and if you've watched any and all these shows, then they should have brought them up of how many protesters are out there and how many people are calling for the murder of ICE agents right on camera. Oh, yeah, you got to hear it yourself. And, yeah, my foot's hurting. And this is what they're doing. Now, listen to this. ICE attacks in Dallas. Joshua John identified in latest violence against agencies as dangerous pattern grows. That's only one of so many of these guys here. 3 women indicted for allegedly live streaming a chase. They were chasing an ICE agent to his home and then posting his address online. This is what you get from the mentally messed up Democrats and these idiot liberals. And this is what the government needs to start doing. They need to open, we said this, last week before I took off, that they need to open these mental hospitals and start cracking down on these people. They need to put every single one of them in straitjackets where they belong and get them some help. This is not going to stop until somebody stops it. And our government's not doing a damn thing right now. Yes, they're worried about other stuff. And I'm not going to say it's more important because of the violence that's going on. And it needs to stop. Hey, Jerry, what's going on, man? Jerry Kruger, Kruger, guys. Check him out. If you can see me, plus some, check Jerry Kruger, Jerry, Kruger. He's got a podcast too, guys. Check him out. Great show. Did you see their boo-boos? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Let's move on. We got some more on this. I know that. Dallas ICE gunman. Handwritten notes threatened real terror, the FBI reveals. And I think this is the dude that looked up Charlie Kirk's assassin. But this guy, downloaded a document titled Dallas County Office of Homeland Security. And the shooter said the shooter downloaded it, and containing a list of DHS Homeland Security facilities. Further accumulated evidence at this point indicated a high degree of pre-attack planning from this guy. Oh, yeah. So much going on, guys. They said the FBI, Dallas FBI headquarters, with 24/7 to seize devices, exploited data, process writing obtained on location and the subject's person, residence, bedroom. And the Patel wrote this on X. One of the handwritten notes recovered read, "Hopefully this will give ICE agents real terror to think, is there a sniper with a..." This is the kind of stuff we're talking about, guys. It goes on and on and on. And this is the problem that's going on, guys, that needs stopped like immediately. This and the violence never stopped, and the lies from them never stop. Get this one. J.D. Vance hilariously obliterates attempt to accuse Kid Rock of violent rhetoric from the right. Oh, yeah, more of your dumbass liberal Democrats. And Vance took time out of his busy day to annihilate a left-wing troll on social media who was trying to recast a video from Bud Light transgender debacle as violent rhetoric from us. Are you shitting me? These people, and Bud Light is one of the biggest of this part, condoning mental illness. Right? How many times have we had to say this? If you condone a man dressing as a woman and pretending to be a woman, and that's what he's doing, you're condoning mental illness. Why do you think Bud Light went down through the tubes? Exactly like everyone else is going to do if they keep screwing around like this. Cloward and Piven is in full swing. President Trump needs our prayers. The entire weight of the world is on his shoulder. You got that right, Shell. More than that. Oh, Antifa is, that's some Antifa freaks actually said, Soros, where's our money? See there? Thank you for that, Shell. I did not know that. But yes, that getting back to him. One random troll got the attention of the vice president, and he brought up a video from Kid Rock and told you about that. This is how MAGA responded after Bud Light had the audacity to feature a trans influencer in their ad. So spare us your bullshit about violent rhetoric from the left, J.D. Vance wrote in this user who claimed to be a liberal U.S. Marine veteran. Oh, yeah, you got to love J.D. Vance, man. I'm telling you what. He definitely puts it out there like he should. But, okay, guys, I did not mention this earlier, but the next segment of this, these people are messed up seriously. I could care less when some of those losers get manhandled by the ICE agents, and I'm loving it. Me too, Marianne. I love every minute of it. And now they're crying too, and I can't remember who it was. There was some idiot liberal crying because they were blocking the road at an ICE facility, and an ICE agent in a pickup truck kind of blow through the crowd, and one of them went banging off to the side. Well, guess what? That's what they deserve. Get the hell off the road. Stop blocking an ICE agents from doing their job, and you won't get hurt. Be dumb, be tough, right? Then shut the hell up. All right, let's keep going. Anyone to see this Clay Brown rush through with the water cannon? Oh, I love that, Tammy. I love the water cannon because we had one on top of our fire truck. Man, you can blow the clothes right off of somebody with that thing, and you get hit with that, you're going to feel it. K3, what's up, Cat? Dropped in to say hi to everyone. Finally going back to home tomorrow. All right, Cat. Thank you for stopping by. Here we go, guys. We're going to get in a little bit on January 6th. FBI January 6th report sets off a firestorm. Why did it take 56 months to disclose 274 agents at the Capitol? Now, I went back through my Rumble videos 2 years ago, and we started talking about this. This is when I started. I was just doing 5 to 10 minute videos on there, guys. I do have some of them, and I did not get them downloaded to here today, but I have two years worth of videos. I have like 8 to 10 of them. We talked about this. We knew about this, but now they're finally getting the evidence, out there. Yes, Colin, exactly. They wanted their money from Soros, and that's what they just blew him right under the bus, and I love it. Now, this is what I'm talking about. We've known about this for years. Years we've been talking about all these agents on there. And what do you get when you question Christopher Wray? No, I don't know. I don't know how many there were. He actually said that. He actually lied to Congress. FBI Patel clarifies role of hundreds of agents on January 6th. Says Christopher Wray lied to Congress. Well, no shit. We know that forever. If any of you guys have ever watched the court hearings or the hearings in front of Congress, the judiciary hearing and stuff with Christopher Wray, his famous words were, I don't know, I don't recall. What else did he say? He said, oh, there were so many of them. I'll have to get back to you on that. That was like, what was her name? John Psaki. To go back to round to her. Oh, yeah. But this is what Christopher Wray did on every hearing that they get. They should get him for lying to Congress, too. Why haven't they done that yet? They've got, here's more evidence that the this administration's bringing out, but nobody's getting held accountable for it. Do we see a problem with this or what? Pat's giving some trivial stuff, she says. I like raspberry. I like bananas and bananas are berries. Strawberries and raspberries are not. I like that. That's pretty good there, Pat. All right. Let's keep going because we have a few things on this. FBI lab report contradictory witness statements inject fresh mystery into unsolved January 6th pipe bomb. Now, I did see this, and I tell you what, a big one was Dan Bongino when he was still doing his podcast, and he gave out a lot of stuff. Now, I'm trying to work off of memory here, but he was given a lot of information because all those 2 pipe bombs had kitchen timers on, 90-minute timers. So there's no damn way somebody set them beforehand and expected him to go off the next day. Then he was noticing the agents that walked past these places over and over again on camera, and they did catch them on camera for this. Nobody noticed these bombs. Now they're sitting there trying to say that the unsolved cases of 2 pipe bombs in the major political parties' headquarters in D.C. before January 6th, saying that, well, both devices never exploded and were discovered about 16 hours after FBI claimed they were planted outside both party headquarters. Then they want to sit there and try to say that that the one in the Republican Party wasn't planted until the next day. Okay, then how is somebody going to set them off when there's only a 90-minute timer? They said they weren't expected to go off. But they said that the one said that at the RNC device had 20 minutes remaining on the timer when they discovered the following day. The witness raised the possibility that at least the RNC pipe bomb was planted just before it was discovered, not the night before. There are so many lies going on here that they're trying to cover stuff up. Now, we've heard enough, and they said there's the mystifying evidence is now a congressional investigation exploring stunning new theories, including whether the pipe bombs were made to look real, but not to explode, to create a diversion on January 6th protest, or whether someone came back to set the timers later on both devices. You see what I'm talking about, guys? There's so much going on here. Patel hampered by previous administration's shoddy detective work 4 years ago when it went on. Witnesses speak out, wanted to provide assistance on these bombs, and Ray waited more than a year before canvassing the information that he got on this. So what, can you not tell me that this is an FBI cover-up like crazy? How about the anti-Trump, anti-ICE rapper, the raps the Spanish beginning of the start halftime? Oh, yeah, I did not see that either there, Pat. The NFL will drop even lower. The NFL's a lower life anyway. They're a joke anymore. I want to see the ICE in a chorus line when they open the gate and have them playing Ice Ice Baby. That's funny right there, John. Tina! Hi, Tina. Haven't seen Tina in a while. All right, let's keep going, guys, so we don't run out of time here. I still got a few stuff to go over here. But that's come out from Kash Patel right there. Now, Trump says the FBI placed 274 agents into the crowd on January 6th. So now when he's talking about this now, he's pissed. So he demands answers for secretly placing January 6th FBI agents, which we've all known it. And it's just revealed by Kash Patel against the rules of regulation and protocols and standard. The 274 FBI agents into the crowd just prior to and during the January 6th hoax. The difference is from what Christopher Wray stated over and over again, Trump continued. That's right. It now turns out that FBI agents were at and in the January 6th protest, acting as agitators and insurrectionists, but certainly not as law enforcement officers. Christopher Wray, under oath, there was no agents in the crowd on January 6th. I think that's perjury. That's where 275 agents in the crowd undercover guiding the group to the Capitol. This is stuff that we've known, guys. We've seen it. It's on camera. We know they were. They got them on camera talking and everything. Fuck the NFL boycott if you love America. Exactly, Shell. All right. But we know Christopher Wray's a lying piece of shit. FBI are trained to lie. That's their job. So we've known he was a liar from day one when he was in there doing this stuff. And in the hearings and stuff, guys, if you haven't done it, you can go back and watch it. But I do have a lot of videos on this stuff that I made. That was, like I said, they were anywhere between 5 and 10 minutes before I started doing live streams. Now here we got another FBI's New York boss puts gangs on notice in AOC's crime-riddled red light district. Oh, yeah, they're going after her district now because she's a waste of human flesh. The FBI has warned it is getting ready to smash and dismantle the transnational gangs who have helped transform a busy commercial strip in AOC's district into a crime-infested hotspot blighted by illegal prostitution, drugs, and human trafficking and violence. That's exactly what they need to do, just like they're doing in Chicago. And you got Chicago's mayor and everybody up there and the worthless representatives in Chicago sitting there crying and whining. We don't have crime in our state, in our city. We don't need them. And they're suing Trump over this. They're going to lose like everyone else is losing. They are totally have been taken over, just like Portland. Portland, the summer of love, let them take over a whole town. Now they're back at it again, and they're saying there's no violence here. That they show it every day. They're showing the violence everywhere. This is the patheticness of the Democrat Party. They're allowing violence. They're calling for violence. They want the violence. This is the only way they can think they can win. They are scumbag commies. Sean, got that right 100%. Jeff, Texas Jeff's right there. There's Texas Jeff. Why, welcome, Jeff. Here we go. Pete Hegseth seeking approval for first military execution since 1961. I got to love that. I want to see it happen. Public executions are what needs to come back to maybe deter some of these people from committing the crimes that they have been committing. Now, here we go with the troops to Portland, Oregon to fight domestic terrorism. That's exactly what Trump's doing. I don't know why I put that other one in there between these two. It kind of got mixed into the crowd. So, yeah, let's see what I got here. President Trump said on Saturday he will send troops to Portland, Oregon, authorizing full force if necessary to handle these domestic terrorists as he expanded his controversial deployment. It's not controversial. I hate when they say that. It's exactly what he's trying to save these states, this country, from all the destruction that these Democrat Party are causing. And it's not my words. You can look at it. Ever since Biden and the Democrats took power and stole the election, and now we already know it's stolen, so go ahead. Hit me with that too, you idiot liberals. That what they've been doing to destroy this country, and they're still continuing to do it to this day. So you can see for yourself. Check it out. I would settle for Fire Squad. I love that show. Yes, bring the guillotine back. I gotta find that shirt. I gotta find that thing. I made one up to bring the oldies back. The guillotine, the hangman's noose, the firing squad, all that stuff. Oh, yeah, I made a shirt like that. Yes, that's freaking awesome right there. But Trump said the decision was necessary to protect U.S. immigration and custom enforcement facilities, which is described as under siege from attacks by Antifa and other domestic terrorists. And all you got to do is watch the TV, guys. You'll know it. You'll see it for yourself. It's a fact. Yes, my foot is starting to thump like crazy, but we're going to get through this. That's for sure. All right, what else we got here? Here's another one. This is Chicago. Federal agents swarmed downtown Chicago in show of force. Oh, yes, I did not, like I said, I did not get videos for this stuff. I had too much going on. Andy, what's happening, Andy? Over and get her, guys. ICE facility has been a flashpoint in Chicago. Chicago Mayor Brandon Johnson, that idiot he is, put out a statement on Sunday saying that the show of federal muscle downtown is a brazen provocation from Trump administration that does nothing to make our city safer. All the violence here and that stuff, there's nothing wrong with it. There's a murder capital of the world, and there's no violence there, none whatsoever. But ever since ICE and them started doing their job in there, it's went down. Wow, funny how that works, right? Oh, yeah, so many people they're getting arrested. Like when they say Saturday arrested 11 people for dispersing and demonstrating around 8:30 p.m. The Department of Homeland Security says agents recovered 2 guns and potential explosives. But there's no violence in Chicago, right? Just like Portland. Isn't that crazy? Here's Oregon sues to block Trump's deployment of National Guard. They're not going to win. You can't stop the commander-in-chief from executing his rightful duty to protect this country. And that is the way he can do it with that. All right, let's get into a little bit of immigrants here real quick. And how many immigrants have actually left our country since Trump started taking over? Well, we're talking about 1.6 million illegal immigrants have left the United States population. That's just leaving on their own. That's a fraction of the number of people who arrived here in the years that Biden administration essentially opened the border. But it's a lot of people, and what? And it engendered? I don't know what that meant. Much eye rolling among journalists who compared Noem's claim to Attorney General Pam Bondi's declaration that President Trump's drug interdiction policy, who saved 258 million lives, roughly 75% of the U.S. population, which it has, because it has stopped the fentanyl from crossing over here, at least a large portion of it, and the number of criminals that are coming into our country. We got enough here for the Biden administration and the Democrats to get out of here. The foreign-born population in the U.S. declined from 53.3 million at the beginning of the year to 51.9 million by the end of June. And this is what? this is September, a decline of 1.4 million in just 6 months. So what's going on now, guys? Since this was an updated thing, I just got this yesterday. So this is from Blaze Media. So they did not update their stuff, and they need to get that done. Hopefully, they're about to pick up now since the Supreme Court ruled that they can deport to the third cut. Yes, I love that, Cat. I love seeing that. They can deport these people to any country now and get them the hell out of here. They should have taken the advice of deporting yourself and taking $1,000 and a free trip to your home country and take a chance of coming back. Well, they chose not to, so guess what? That's your choice now. You're going to get locked up. Colin's a little bit buzzing. All right. Let's keep looking over here. Hopefully, yep. All right, here we go. Trump signs an executive order to advance sale of TikTok's U.S. assets to American-led investor group. I have a problem with this because it doesn't take China out of the equation. The deal will allow TikTok's U.S. operation to be separated from TikTok's current owner, the Chinese company ByteDance. That's not true, because ByteDance will still own 20% of stake in the company. Existing shareholders, including global firms, will hold the rest of the shares. I do not agree with that. And you guys let me know in chat what you guys think. Yes, I use TikTok for some of my videos here. But I believe that 0% ByteDance should own. They are still a CCP-run company. That doesn't get them out of the picture. So let me guys know what you guys think. He said the fundamental thing is we wanted to accomplish is that we wanted to keep TikTok operating, but we also wanted to make sure that we protected Americans' data privacy required by law, both because it's the right thing to do and because we also it's legal requirements of the law that was passed last year by Congress. Vance said that the platform is estimated to be worth around $14 billion. Well, I don't care how much they're worth. TikTok and China, our enemies, should not have any stake in anything run by the U.S. And that's my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. No, she don't use it. Big Law. Big Law's here. I didn't see her. I missed her. Hi, Big Law. Big Law's here, everyone. Hi, Big Law. All right. What is the last thing I got for you guys here tonight on my articles? And the last thing, Russia has started their shit again. And I threw this in at the end just in case we made it there. Russia blamed as 500 drones rattled Denmark. Denmark was thrown into turmoil after more than 500 possible drone sightings were reported in just 24 hours, forcing airports to close, fueling fears across Europe of coordinated Russian hybrid attacks. Police said that they have yet to verify the 500 reports, but urged citizens to remain alert and provide detailed descriptions. That the wave of sightings followed back-to-back disruptions at Copenhagen, some other airports this week, grounding flights and leaving thousands of people stranded. The Danish Defense Minister Troels described the incident as the work of professional actor and labeled them as a hybrid attack. But they said they will start shooting down anything and everything of Russia's if they keep doing this. Russia is instigating a lot of stuff here, guys. So this is why, and I haven't done it for a while, watch your back, the disaster factor tips of the day, to keep your head on a spindle. This is why, because Russia is all about, they don't care who they hit, who they destroy. And everybody's been saying this for how long, that Russia is going to advance their war from Ukraine and they're going to just continue to go into Europe nations. And that's what they look like they're doing. Well, hell, we had our fighter jets had to chase them out of Alaskan airspace again. Too much stuff going on, guys. Remember, keep your head on a swivel at all times, no matter what happens. All right, let me see if I can go over here. And I do have a couple videos that not all of them, but I'm going to give you this one here, guys. And this is from Green Frog Labs, and it's called We the People. Take a look.
Worth remembering that all the celebration of this day is rooted in history. It was noted at the time that they pledged their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred honors. And that was more than rhetoric. Each of those men knew the penalty for high treason to the crown. We must all hang together, Benjamin Franklin said, or assuredly we will all hang separately.
It's time.
Well done, Green Frog Labs. I tried to get one from Grove Street Films, but for some reason it would not let me download it. I have two different download things that I use, and I definitely could not get it no matter what I did. So hopefully it'll fix itself here soon, and we'll see what happens. What do we got here? I got time for one more here. Listen to this one. This is Democrats rob and Democrats steal. Democrats whine and Democrats squeal. Take a look at this. This is funny, guys. You'll love it.
Democrats whine and Democrats steal. Democrats rob and Democrats squeal. Democrats accuse Trump of insider trading, but liberal credibility is evaporating. Democrats fail, Democrats beat brow. Democrats don't win, they don't know how. I once knew a man that died from a cough. His last words were, Democrats ripped me off. Democrats ripped me off. Nancy and Chuck and Adam Schiff too. Crockett and Jeffries and Pocahontas crew. Democrat politicians hooked on tonic and gin. Democrat politicians are a crime and a sin. Why did buckwheat wash his clothes and tide? Because buckwheat's wash is not located outside. Buckwheat's wash not located outside.
I got a few of those from that guy. He does some funny stuff on there. So at least I got to put a couple of them on here, and I'm going to save the rest for later because my leg is hurting. I just downloaded stuff. We got some stuff from viewers like Johnny and Pat. And, oh, yeah, we got some of that stuff I just downloaded for tomorrow's show, guys. You're not going to want to miss it. They sent me some good stuff. guys gonna love it. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. The U.S. is supplying Ukraine with missiles through the UN and now Israel. Yes, I saw that, Mark. And they're supposed to be doing some Tomahawk missiles to Ukraine, which is supposed to be the next phase of Ukraine's attack on Russia. And it could be a how do I want to say it? It could be a really bad attack. So we're going to have to see what's coming with that, because Mark is right about stuff. Mark says the drones that came down in Poland had Ukraine SD cards in them. And you'll hear and see a lot of propaganda as the European Union pushes harder with false flags attacks to start World War III. And he's exactly right. And this is stuff that maybe if someone else sings it. yeah, exactly, Tammy. It's a funny song. The guy can't sing for shit. But I do have a couple for him on here, and I didn't download some of them. But I'm hoping to make it through the whole week this week so we can have Throwback Thursday. You don't know how bad that killed me, not being able to do Thursday show, but I was in some like major pain. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in tonight, guys. I appreciate you bearing with me while I was off for those almost a week. What's up, Dodge? And I appreciate you guys coming back in tonight. So hopefully I'll get a little bit better as the days go on and my foot stops hurting so much. But thank you for tuning in tonight, guys. And I'm going to leave you with this. Because with that, it brings us to a close of this absolutely vital edition of the Weekend Wrap-Up. Because tonight we didn't just talk about the headlines. We exposed the truth behind the left's manufactured chaos. And we have reaffirmed the necessary commitment to restoring order and sanity in America. We pulled back the curtain on the deep state rot with that critical DOJ bombshell on Epstein, proving that transparency will always defeat evasion. And we applaud every step taken to restore our sovereignty through the vital criminal roundup operation that the Trump administration is putting forth. So thank you, and thank you again for tuning in and for staying informed, and especially to every single person who participated in chat tonight. Your engagement and your insight, your willingness to stand for them on principle is the absolutely lifeblood of the conservative viewpoint. You are the strength of this show and this movement. And I am honored that you have chosen to spend your valuable time right here with me. The conservative viewpoint is a daily fight, not just a mundane event. And the news never stops. So join me again tomorrow night. We will have an all-new show where we'll be diving into all different type of topics, maybe some updates on some topics that we've already went over, but you never know. So until then, guys, keep your principles firm, keep your voices loud, and never stop demanding the truth. This is the Conservative Viewpoint, and I'm your host, Charlie. Good night, and stay vigilant. I'll see you back here live tomorrow night, 9 p.m., right after the Rebel Chicks with a Cause, which starts at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So until then, guys, like always, have a great rest of your evening. I'm going to go ice my ankle with my foot. I'll see you back here live tomorrow night. See you guys.